At Kinkell Kirk, not far down the road from Harlaw, is the effigy of one of the knights killed at the battle, Gilbert de Greenlaw, and tradition has it that MacDonald was buried at Lagersten. Elizabeth's knowledge of Harlaw extends beyond the ballad and into the memories that still remain sleeping at Harlaw. Only they are not all asleep. I asked Elizabeth, was she ever at Harlaw herself?
Yes. Well, Lucy telling me this story, you see, about the battle, and I was just fascinated by it. But Lucy had been there as well, my Aunt Lucy, because my people were travellers, as you know, and they would camp at certain places. And they never, sometimes the travellers never knew what went on in that piece of land. And I'm telling you, they come out with some strange stories. One of the stories, can I tell you this story, John? Right, well, there's a place outside Aberdeen called Scotstoun's Moor. You'll ken about us, say, Scotstoun's Moor. It's out Aberdeen and on the Inverrody Road. And my folk used to camp round about there. One time they went there, now, they'd such a big family, there was 14. And the mother and the father and a grandson. So it was 17 people. But anyway, they would camp at Scotstoun Moor, and this one particular night, there was a camp at both sides in a gap. And my grandfather would take everything off the carts, and then he would set up their dishes for sale the next day. They did the best of porcelain, they did the best of everything. It wasn't junk. And this one particular night, the families was in the two tents. My grandfather heard something, and he went out. And my God, when he went out, he seen this horse coming to enough speed. And the horse's hooves, was making enough sound. And he just stood there, and it was getting nearer and nearer and nearer, until he saw a man on horseback coming right towards him, and it was a knight in armour, but he was headless. I'm getting a queer feeling now. The knight was headless. So my grandfather watched, and he turned feared. He went into the camp and he says, "Oh, Beatty," because that was my grandma's name, "you're not going to believe this." He says, "But there's a man." He says, "Can you hear it? There's a man on horseback." He says, "Coming towards where tents and where kirts." He says, "Just watch us." He says, "When it's time to move nothing, everything will be broken by morning." So he picked up courage and looked out through the tent, and he seen the man, what a speed, come in, went right through the carts, the dishes fell to bits. So he said, "That's it, we're ruined, that's how our stuff going." Next, he says, "When it comes daylight, we're going out of here. We're leaving here." So when it come break of day, he thought he would get up and sort everything out and clean up the mess. And when he went out, everything was in place. There wasn't a dish broken. So they set off, and they were scared to see, especially the kids as well. When he told them and gone along the road, they met a man, and the man says, "Oh, you've made a quick move." He says, "We seen you on the moors here." He says, "Made a quick move," and my grandfather had said, "Oh, well, if you'd seen what I had seen last night." And the man says, "Well, there is something funny about that place." He says, "Because any traveller at anybody camps here, they didn't abide in the length of time." That story is, I love that, you see. I'll go there and look and see if I could see a night.